It's a phenomenal goal. Hell yeah.
That's a pretty big goal to have 2 places paid off in 10 years. So.
Well, one for each hand, you know. One for each ovary. Because it's all about repetition. Whether it's wrong or right, the more you hear, you just fucking believe it because your brain's an asshole. So, yeah, you were doing great at management. You're better than most people I know, myself included. And don't worry, you're already over the hump because that's why we're having this conversation.
I've failed lots in my life, but I've also gained lots in my life. So
I'm like an advocate for just like, you know, jumping in and failing and then learning from it quickly, because you know they say that you're stupid if you don't like get a degree before you try, but honestly I've learned a lot and most people still love me, so like fuck the rest of them, Christine.
That's right.
Mine is I'm consistently learning new skills that increase my marketable value and the value I bring to this company. And signs of that coming true are in my Illustrator course yesterday. This is the one that we started with, which is all like lame for like harvesting. And so now if we ever need to move into like space carrot markets, I've got us covered.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, man. Cool. Oh yeah.
You missed my space carrots.
Jane, wanna take a seat? I'll watch it on the blog.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. I'm a master entertainer, and signs of that coming true are out of the blue. The couple that I DJ for in Lake Louise sent over a $400 tip after tipping me $300 that night.
Wow. Sweet. Nice. That's always great.
Yeah, so like that's the biggest tip I've ever received for DJing a wedding.
$700?
Yeah.
Nice. It's pretty good. Time to set a goal for 4 figures.
4 tips?
Yeah. Dude, you're almost there.
Yep.
So you fucking broke a record. Now it's boring.
Gotta get better now.
Onward and upward.
Let's see.
This is the rocket ship club after all.
Yeah.
Who's next?
That's my affirmation, and my evidence is Johnny getting his biggest tip ever.
Still putting together my schedule, but I gotta swap Fred's Surface Pro for laptop because he got outboarded yesterday. There's the RW CRA channel. But we don't.
Oh, because every time it changes and they can't log in.
Okay.
Are you guys doing that thing with that program now?
No.
Hey guys, so I know your favorite thing to do is watch me fly the drone. And guess what you're going to get today? Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm now going to turn the drone to look over at me. And there we go. There I am. And we're going to start recording. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's go fly this thing, shall we? All right, let's go. So today, I've actually come prepared. Yes, I've thought of a topic that I should talk to you guys about. First, let's find out, you know what, let's do a little flying over this little lake thing here. Today I want to talk to you guys about the power of words and the power of language. Because I was having a discussion earlier today with Everett about this very thing. And we had a rather nice conversation about how words can create reality. Which is interesting if you think about it, because you might look at words and say, well, they're just a thing that we made up as human beings to try and convey ourselves, our experiences, our lives, you know, to try and communicate. Oh, look, there's some geese there. Better not fucking attack this drone, I swear to God. Nowadays, words are very powerful, as anyone knows who's ever talked to anybody in their entire life. Our words are a way that we reflect reality, but it's also a way that we create reality. A huge difference in the way that we view things and the way that we view each other and our situations in our lives. As we hear the drone come back into wine range, as I like to call it. You know how some languages, like Spanish and French and German, they assign genders to their words. So for example, in Spanish, the word for kitchen is feminine, and the word for bridge is also feminine, but in German the word for bridge is masculine. They've done studies on the effect of languages that have genders, and they have found that in those countries, women are less likely to join the workforce. It drops about 12% as compared to countries that have more gender neutral languages like English. When you think about languages and you think about the effect that that language can have, just the mere presence of those gendered words make an impact on the lives of the people that speak that language, and they probably don't even realize it. Like, it's an unconscious thing that our words can help shape our reality. But it's absolutely true. Let's take this in a little bit of a different direction here. There was another study that I read about where they showed people different flashcards with colors on them. So for example, they'd show you a white card, and then they'd wait about an hour, and they would show you a different shade of white card, like bone or eggshell or something. And they would ask you, is that card the same color as the card they showed you earlier? And you know what, I'm going to be terribly honest with you right now, folks. If someone showed me a card that had like bone on it, for example, and then an hour later they showed me a card that had eggshell on it, and they asked me if that was the same color, I would probably say yes. I would probably say that is the same color. But the interesting thing is that those are two different colors. But we think of them as one color, white, right? I mean, if you were a less complicated person, like me, and someone showed you those two cards lined up side by side, you'd obviously be able to tell that they were different colors. Obviously. I mean, it wouldn't even be a question. You would say, yeah, of course they're two different colors. But the fact that our brain defines them both as white means that we think about them as the same color, and we can't really tell the difference between them. If you speak a language that has different names for different colors, so for example, in Turkish and in Russian, or they have two different words for the color blue. They have one for the lighter shade of blue and one for the darker shade of blue. So if you showed someone who is a native speaker of one of those languages a dark blue card and a light blue card, they would be able to remember, even after the hour had passed, that those are two different colors. When if you did the same with an English speaker, it may not be able to, they may not be able to do that. We have these two different cards, but we remember them as the same card because our language does not have the ability to express the difference between those two cards in a way that we can remember. So if you're a person who does not pay attention to the language that they use, maybe you should pay a little bit more attention, because that language can change reality. Speaking of reality, I just got a pop-up on my iPod here, which I'm using to fly the drone today, that I've got a low battery, so I'm going to have to set her down. First I have to find it. Where the fuck am I? I feel like I'm close because I can... Oh, there I am. Okay, I see. Okay, well, something good to remember, I guess. Fully charge my iPod before I bring the drone out. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little talk. So we're gonna land the drone over here. I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit so you guys can see it. Yes, son. Okay, let's land this fucker.
Because it's like words lead to stories and stories lead to who we are, for sure. I am the story I tell most frequently and repeatedly. we perceive our reality through the lens of our story. And so we're in charge of our ability to cultivate the same or new stories. That's why we do affirmations, because you could say all kinds of shit about your life, and you can affirm all kinds of things into your awareness, and then through that repetition, program your own subconscious. I didn't even notice we were filming episode 37 today. So thanks
It
for
happened.
watching. Thanks for watching. There is shit that happens at this company. I have no idea that it's happening. Episode 37 is on the books. Ask them to do the things.
What?
Whatever you want.
Thank you for watching Daily Genius episode 37. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and give us feedback.
Wow.
Do the
Wow.
same things here every day.